Here's an idea. Read the manual.
You're not going to believe this book. Oh my god, it's like grimy and beat to snot. The binding is like toast. I mean, look at this thing. It's like in probably 7 pieces. Thank God it's not a windy day, otherwise there'd be pages flying down the street. Finally got the wiring harnesses that came out of that side. And then the wiring harness came out of there. So, man, that was a bear too. So the one on the right side of the car, smaller one. The one on the left side of the car, man, look at that beast. You know, it's got all these wires and plugs and relays and all kinds of capacitors and condensers and stuff. You know, makes you wonder, you know, when these guys were building this stuff, you know, was there some guy going, "Hey Charlie, let's get a whole bunch of wires and stick them all together and make it a big mess and nobody knows what's going on." You know, and then Charlie chimes in, "Yeah, let's put some extras too. We'll have extra plugs and stuff so that don't go anywhere. So people are going, hey, where the hell does this go?" Yeah, that's exactly what they do. Charlie and his buddy. Okay, so I'm working on the car. Yeah, I've got a new mate from Oz, and he's loaned me a tool, an air hammer. Got a nice little Phillips head bit on there. Absolute magic in getting some of these screws off that have been sitting here for... I mean, this car's a 76, so a lot of these screws that are just rusted in, like that guy, you know, those little buggers up here holding the cowl in. These screws haven't budged for like 30 years, you know? So air hammer. Yeah, absolute magic. Thanks to my buddy Tony from Oz. You're the man. So last weekend I worked on the car. A buddy Tom of mine helped me finish stripping the engine bay. We ended up taking wiper stuff out and getting everything off the firewall, including the hood latch. And, also last week I got all the trim off the bottom runners here. And pulled the gas tank out. I wanted to get all those fuel lines and the brake line, the steel tubing that goes underneath the car and sticks up into the engine bay. Those had to go, so in order to do that you got to take the gas tank out because the fittings are way in the back. This is a 76, so the fuel pump was actually underneath the car here. So that's out. That was kind of a bear actually. It should have been a simple thing to do, but it wasn't. And then this weekend, the plan is to take the carpets out and get that last heater hose out and remove a few of the dash components that are going to go bye-bye for the restoration process. Alright, this is the back seat. Kind of, you know, old. This here seat belt for the driver's side passenger. Thrashed. Need a new one. The seat belt on the passenger side, rear. You know, this has been eaten away by rats and shit, so again, that's got to be replaced. This is the rear seat, you know, the insulation underneath it. It's pretty much trash, and even though I've vacuumed this car like probably 5-6 times, there's always more shit. You know, like those rat turds and lots of debris and crap. So I'm going to vacuum again just before I pull this thing up. And even though this thing is trashed, I kind of need to keep it so that I have the shape and material type so that when I make a new piece I've got like a, you know, pattern. Okay, this back panel is like behind the rear seat back, and lo and behold, there would have been easy access to my gas tank lines. Prior, I had removed the gas tank in order to get the metal tubes that go underneath the car all the way to the front. I could have done it from back here, but that's okay. The gas tank had to come out anyway. There's lots of rubber on it that's got to be replaced, so no worries. Lots of interesting things that are found while working on the car. One being this dead baby rat or mouse. Yeah, he was sitting in the carpets back here, right underneath the shifter boot.